Hey, I'm Luther, and in this quick presentation, I'm going to walk you through an urgent problem that is causing every local business to face a major lawsuit over the next 2 years. Right now, local businesses around the country are offering $1,000 payments like the ones you see here to anyone who can help solve this issue with their website. This problem is so urgent that a small group of renegade consultants have been closing 2 to 3 deals per day, earning over $80,000 a month working from home. You see, last year there was a new law passed that requires every business's website to be accessible to people with disabilities, including blind, colorblind, and deaf users. This caught everyone off guard because almost no website has the accessibility features needed to be compliant with this new law. Hundreds of shady lawyers around the country have been taking advantage of this law, filing a wave of lawsuits against the unprotected businesses. Over 10,000 small businesses have been sued in 2019, and that number is expected to reach 100,000 by 2021. Small mom-and-pop businesses are being forced to pay between $20,000 and $200,000 in damages and settlements. In this presentation, you will learn to master the free software tools that add accessibility features to any website in a few clicks, allowing you to collect $1,000 payments from the businesses who need it. Watch until the very end, and you'll also discover the little-known source of leads that are already looking for this solution, as well as the rejection-proof email strategy that I've been using to get a 40% response rate from business owners by offering a free compliance audit of their website. Listen, I promise this is unlike anything you have ever seen before, as this money-making method requires no Amazon stores, inventory, or buying from China, no traffic buying or SEO, no expensive software, and no sales presentations, meetings, or even phone calls, since everything is done over email. In fact, this entire business requires no previous experience, and only basic computer skills are needed to get started. During a live stream of this training, a few of my Inner Circle members were able to learn this method and put it to the test. Here's what a few of them had to say. This training was a game changer. I immediately put it into action as you described and booked 4 clients, each paying me $1,000 within a week. Be sure to check out the reply if you didn't get a chance to see the live presentation. Dropping in to recommend Luther's latest webinar. The software he goes over is so easy to use, and clients will pay you $1,000 to install it on their site. It feels good to help these businesses get compliant, especially after everything that we've been through with COVID. Hi Luther, I wanted to report back with my results from the live training so you can use me as a testimonial. I've been sending sales emails for about 2 weeks now, and I've booked 7 clients at $1,000 each and 3 more maybes that I think will pay me next week. Great training, and I highly recommend it to anyone that needs an easy way to land consulting clients. Now, legally, I must warn you that most people don't make any money as local consultants because the average person doesn't take the time to implement what they learn. However, the students who were lucky enough to watch this presentation and put what they learned into action have become local heroes in their community, saving businesses from lawsuits and earning thousands of dollars in fees for the work. By the end of this video, you will have everything you need to get started offering this service to local businesses near you. Yet before I walk you through the method, I need to tell you the crazy story on how I discovered this problem, because it will give you a clear picture on how to make the most out of this opportunity. And after, I'll walk you through all the details to get started with this, as well as a few gotchas to avoid when starting out. Deal? You see, last year one of my longtime clients called me out of the blue, begging me to make his website accessible to blind users. One of the restaurants down the block from him had recently settled a lawsuit for $73,000 because their website was not compliant with the new disability law, and my client was terrified that his business was next. It was the first that I heard about these laws, and yet a quick Google search turned up dozens of similar lawsuits in my area, each ending with the business owner having to settle the case for as much as $200,000. These lawsuits claim that the business's websites were not compliant with the Americans with Disabilities Act because they did not install accessibility features for blind, colorblind, and deaf users. The Americans with Disabilities Act is a law signed in 1993 to make businesses more accessible to people with disabilities. The law required businesses to install handicap parking spaces, wheelchair ramps, accessible bathrooms, and other features on their property. Business owners faced hefty fines if they didn't install these features, and overall, this law helped a lot of people. In 2019, a blind man used this law to sue Domino's Pizza because he was not able to use a screen reader to order a pizza on their website. This went all the way to the Supreme Court, where Domino's tried to argue that disability laws do not apply to websites. The courts, however, sided with the blind man, and Domino's had to pay damages for not making their website accessible to the blind. The legal floodgates were now open. Disability laws apply to websites. Shady lawyers started having a field day because no website has these features installed. They could just open up the phone book to find businesses to sue and force a settlement. These lawsuits are growing fast and are all over the local news. Even Beyoncé got sued over her website not being compliant with disability laws. Settlements have ranged from $20,000 to $200,000, with the average business having to come out of pocket $50,000 to settle these suits. Now, most of these accessibility website features are easy to add to any website. Features like automatic subtitles on videos for the deaf, high contrast button colors for the colorblind, and screen reader support for blind users. All of the required features can be added with a single WordPress plugin or one line of code to their website. The trick, as you'll learn in this video, is knowing which plugin to use and how to install them quickly. After some research, I found the best plugin to add these features and charged my client $1,000 to do the work for him. He was more than happy to pay. $1,000 is a small price for the peace of mind for avoiding an expensive and time-consuming lawsuit. That first paycheck opened my eyes to this opportunity, and I started to see if other businesses would pay me for the same features. A recent analysis of 10 million websites showed the vast majority of them, roughly 89%, do not have the features to be compliant with accessibility laws and are at a risk of being sued. Even more surprising is that there are only a handful of companies offering a solution for the business owner. These companies are charging $1,200 to $12,000 just for a site audit that will tell the business owner what needs to be added, and then as much as $30,000 to rebuild their entire website with accessibility features built in. $30,000 is a small price to pay for big companies that stand to lose far more in settlement costs and public embarrassment of a disability lawsuit. However, it's a lot of money to ask of a small restaurant. This creates a massive opportunity, offering the only affordable solution to a problem shared by millions of small businesses by targeting the businesses that are the highest risk of a lawsuit. I've been getting a 40% response rate from business owners using a free site scan offer that you'll learn in a minute. This cold email is totally rejection-proof, warning business owners about these lawsuits and offering help at no cost. Most replies are thankful for alerting them to the problem. A quick follow-up is all it takes to get them on the hook, paying $1,000 to implement the changes their website needs in order to be compliant with disability laws. This strategy has filled my inbox with more clients than I have been able to handle. Now, before I walk you through the details of this strategy, it's critical you know the two things you must avoid when approaching business owners with this offer. Number 1, you must not spam businesses with untargeted mass mailing. Only use this strategy on businesses that will be receptive to this offer, and you'll learn how to find them in just a minute. Otherwise, your emails end up in the spam box and you run the risk of having your email blacklisted. Getting a 40% response rate is more about who you email rather than what you say. And number 2, avoid selling businesses in the first email. Business owners get sales pitches every day, and if it smells like a sales pitch, your email is getting deleted. My cold emails are informational about local lawsuits and offer value at no cost up front. This disarms the business owner because you are not selling anything. Doing a little work for them before you try to sell them establishes trust and rapport. Avoid spamming and avoid selling on the first email, and you will see high responses with no rejection or complaints. Now, the sales strategy that I have been using to get a 40% response is stolen from the home security market. I learned this strategy directly. A few years back, there was a robbery down the street from my home that was all over the news. 3 days after the robbery, there was a knock on my door. It was a sales rep from an alarm company who was coming by to tell me all the details about the robbery and offering to give me a quote on a new home security system. This system was guaranteed to protect my family and me, and he'd even give us a big old protected by security sign on our front lawn to scare away would-be robbery experts. I've now been paying for a home alarm system for the past 3 years, and what a brilliant sales funnel. Home security companies scour police reports for robberies and home invasions, then immediately send out direct mail packages and sales teams to canvass the neighborhood. They know that whenever there's a robbery, the neighbors are afraid of being the next victim. This is the same strategy that consultants are using to close 2 to 3 deals a day selling accessibility features to local businesses. You see, most lawyers tend to stick to one niche and location when they file website disability lawsuits. So if a restaurant in Tulsa, Oklahoma gets sued for not having a compliant website, surrounding restaurants have a good chance of being next on the list. By approaching these businesses right as the lawsuit hits the news, you are arriving in the business owner's inbox at the perfect time. Linking to news articles about the lawsuit hits close to home, and pointing out that their business is likely to be the next commands their full undivided attention. Now here's the best part. Every disability lawsuit is listed on the government's ADA website. Check this website and you'll see dozens of lawsuits added every single day. A simple Google search turns up all the businesses in the same niche and area as these lawsuits, literally hundreds of client leads every single day. The more lawsuits in the area and the more news reports you can find about the lawsuits, the better your results will be. A simple public service emailing explaining these lawsuits and warning them about the dangers of not having a compliant website is all it takes to get a fast response from the business owner. In the email, I offer a free site scan that will tell them everything their site is missing and gives them detailed instructions on how to make it compliant with accessibility laws. Scanning a website is easy and only takes 5 minutes with a free online tool. You enter the URL in their website, and out pops a PDF report detailing every change they need to make to be compliant with disability laws. Sending them this report builds rapport and immediately establishes you as the expert. Now, the business owner could just take this report and make all the changes themselves to have a compliant website. However, when I email them the report, I also offer to implement all the changes for them for $1,000. That's it. That's my whole sales pitch. Here's what's wrong. Here's how to fix it. I'll do the work for $1,000. No hard selling, no pressure, just providing a service to business owners in advance to prove myself. This approach eliminates rejection and converts far better than any hard selling ever could. After all, business owners are happy to pay $1,000 to have this work done for them rather than figure it out for themselves. Plus, these businesses are looking down the barrel of an expensive lawsuit and need a solution fast. Spending $1,000 is a no-brainer to a smart business owner for peace of mind. Adding accessibility features to a website only requires installing a WordPress plugin. There are a few to choose from, and in most cases, the accessibility plugin recommended by WordPress is all you need. The cool part about this plugin is the demonstration mode. You could simulate what a website looks like to colorblind users so clients can see exactly what they are getting. For non-WordPress sites, I use an online tool that adds the feature in one line of code. With the right tools, you are ready to make any website accessible. Okay, that was a lot of info, and I'm sure you can see why even rookies are making so much money from home with this strategy. And if you took careful notes, you could probably figure out how to do this yourself with some trial and error. However, why figure out how to do this on your own when I've already done all the hard work for you? And it's called the Local Compliance Cash Machine. The Local Compliant Cash Machine is a done-for-you marketing system for landing and servicing accessibility clients. This system will allow anyone with basic computer skills to earn money adding accessibility features to local businesses' websites, all without any selling and without any coding or technical experience. The Compliance Cash Machine was created to help me expand my own business. I call it the McDonald's strategy. McDonald's has built a system out of their restaurant business that works so well that anyone with the startup cash can open a profitable McDonald's and have the whole thing run by 15-year-olds on minimum wage. I did the same thing for selling to local businesses, creating a software package and a series of checklists that I could give to outsourcers in the Philippines to run this business for me. After all, that's how you grow a business, creating a system around what works and hiring other people to implement that system. I also run a high-ticket coaching program where other consultants pay me a $2,500 monthly fee to get unlimited access to all of the business systems I use in my consulting agency. After all, the secret to being a successful consultant is to be the first to offer a new service in any market. Using this system, my coaching students were able to book their first check in under a week. Some were getting paid the same day that they got started. A few were landing 3 to 4 new clients per day by carefully following the lawsuit list and reaching out to as many as they could for $4,000 a day in client fees. Now, we didn't even make a dent in the millions of businesses out there that need help making their websites compliant with disability laws. There are far more local businesses that need this service than there are consultants who can ever help them. And with everything that has happened to local businesses recently, I want to help them grow and help them fight against these shady lawyers, as well as help any regular folk who really could use some side income from home right now. And so I have compiled all the software, the checklists, the sales emails, everything that makes this system work into a complete home coaching program. Using feedback from my high-ticket coaching students, I tweaked everything to make it dead simple for anyone to implement it from home, regardless if you are a seasoned entrepreneur or even a stay-at-home mom who has never run a business. Listen, these checklist systems are always my highest reviewed products because they cut out the fluff and break everything down into step-by-step instructions. Never again will you go through a product and wonder where to start. You will never be left wondering, what's the next step? From day one to your first paycheck to your first million, every step is accounted for. The first checklist is the client generation sales machine. Follow the simple steps in this checklist, and you will fill your inbox with business owners eager to pay you $1,000 or more to make their website compliant. There are no steps left out here. You'll start by building a list of the hottest leads and sending each one a pre-written email that generates a 40% response. You'll be taken by the hand and shown step by step how to use a free site scanner to generate a report and send it back to the business owner, along with a pre-written pitch to do the work for $1,000. Follow the checklist to learn how to create a PayPal buy button to send to the business owner so you can collect your payment. From lead to paycheck, this paint-by-numbers system works. Once you received your first payment, it's time to use checklist number 2, the Easy Accessibility Compliance Checklist. This checklist will walk you through every step on making a client's website compliant with disability laws. Whether the client is using WordPress, Wix, Squarespace, or any other super system to build their site, this checklist will walk you through the software to make it compliant. This checklist is designed for the tech illiterate, so only basic computer skills are required to make it work. You also have full permission to give these checklists to any outsourcer you find on Elance or Outsourcer or anywhere else. They're already familiar with this process and will be super happy to hear from you and do the work. Plus, as a customer of Local Compliance Cash Machine, you also get unlimited access to my Platinum support. If you ever run into any issues when working with a client, just send me a ticket to my support desk and I will help you personally. Go in with confidence, knowing you can handle any client request. Following these 2 checklists is enough to land your first deal in under 48 hours. And I want to make sure that this system is the last system you will ever need to reach your goals for your consulting business. Along with these checklists, I've put together a masterclass on running a compliance consulting agency that takes everything I've learned through trial and error over the past 10 years. Whether you want to take on a handful of clients every month to help pay some bills, or if you want to go guns blazing and book 3 to 4 clients a day like my coaching students, this training will make sure you avoid all of the same traps. And avoiding mistakes, I had to learn the hard way. Inside this masterclass, you will learn the ninja persuasion secrets to cold emails that get a 40% response. Every email is given to you in a copy and paste format. Yet this class breaks down the NLP tactics that make them so effective. You'll learn the simplest subject line that no business owner will ignore. urgency tactics that stop the reader cold and command their full attention, and a sneaky one-liner you should add to every email that will have business owners forwarding it to their colleagues. It's like getting referrals before you even land your first client. You'll learn the one rebuttal that slays 80% of objections. Most objections from business owners have the same root cause. Copy and paste this clever catch-all response and you will put their mind at ease and have them buying from you. The little-known service used by New York Times to get the direct contact information of any business owner. Reporters use this service to contact business owners for comment when writing stories about them. This source skips all the secretaries and other middlemen to get your message to the business owner. Reach clients that no one else can by using this backdoor channel. And the email automation tool I use to sell prospects on autopilot. This tool will scrape email addresses, send them a sales email, and a follow-up, all on autopilot. This has been my secret weapon for years and is revealed for the first time. The upsell that I offer immediately after an order to double the value of my clients and put them on a recurring monthly fee. And a full Rolodex of outsourcers that can handle every aspect of your business, even cold calling and selling clients for you. Listen, there are so many little tricks in this guidebook on how to run a successful agency. I would never have time to list them all here. You will be shortcutting your learning curve and benefiting from my over 10 years experience as a local consultant. Now, a quick disclaimer. This system will not work for everyone, and most people won't make any money because most people don't take any action. As you can see, I've already done all the hard work for you. You just need to put the system to work. After all, these checklists only work if you follow the steps on them. So if you're the type of person who won't follow a simple checklist, or if you are looking for some magic money button that requires no work, or if you want some get-rich-quick scheme like most online gurus promise you, then this is probably not for you and you should just leave this presentation now. However, if you are the type of person who jumps on opportunities when you see them, and you can see the enormous opportunity in helping small local businesses avoid lawsuits by making their website accessible for persons with disabilities by following simple checklists, then this is not just another business opportunity, this is the only business opportunity for you. So let's make this deal a complete no-brainer for you, okay? The launch price for the local compliance cash system is going to be $297 when sold over live webinar, which is a steal considering my initial coaching students had to pay $2,500 to get their hands on an early copy of it. However, just for watching this customer-only presentation, I've got an even better deal coming your way. And I want more testimonials and case studies from folks like you who are going out there and getting paid to help businesses with this problem, plus I like to get my previous customers in on my latest offers at a steep discount from the normal launch prices. So if you are on this page now, consider yourself lucky. You're getting in on this program at less than half of what everyone else will pay. You won't be paying my fee of $2,500 today, nor will you be paying the retail price of $297. Heck, you're not even going to pay $197 for this proven formula. You are getting access to everything: the consulting masterclass, all of the checklists, the outsourcer contacts, the software to make this work, the client tracking spreadsheet, and access to my client daycare agency, all for the small investment of only $27. Listen, don't decide right now. Take advantage of my unconditional first client and 60-day guarantee. I am so confident that this is the last program you will ever need, that if you don't fill your inbox with at least 5 businesses looking to hire you immediately, if you don't earn the money you need in the next 60 days, or even if you don't like the color choices I made in the checklist, any reason at all, just send me a support ticket with the word refund, and I will send you back every penny. No questions asked, no hassles. Follow along with these checklists, and I personally promise that you will land $1,000 clients using this system. A promise backed with an ironclad 100% money-back guarantee. That's a powerful promise for just $27, am I right? And to make this deal even sweeter, I am adding these 2 super bonuses to help you get started even faster. Super bonus number 1, my pre-written, no rejection email templates. Never get tongue-tied over what to say to a client ever again. Every step in this sales funnel is pre-written and ready for you to copy and paste to your clients. Every step, from the first email to closing the deal and collecting payments, to following up and asking for referrals, to upselling the clients into a monthly marketing fee, and pre-written rebuttals to any objection a client can throw at you. Pro tip: don't change these emails or write your own. Copy and paste them as is. These emails have been split tested against hundreds of sequences across thousands of prospects. Only the emails that had the highest response rate are included in this package. There is no guesswork here. These are the same emails I use in my business that have earned millions of dollars in clients' fees. Normally, I sell these emails as an upsell for $97. However, as a customer of Compliance Cash Machine, they are yours free. And super bonus number 2, my accessibility audit template. After running an accessibility scan for a client, copy and paste the results into this template rather than using the one generated by the software. I've tested over a dozen different ways to send the scan results to clients, and this template is the highest converting. It sells twice as many clients on paying your $1,000 fee by formatting the report as a sales letter. Imagine. Just using this template will double your closing rate, earning you thousands, even millions of dollars as a result. I'd normally sell this template on its own for $97. However, I want you to see the best result possible with Compliance Cash Machine, and so I've included it absolutely free. On top of these 2 super bonuses, I'm including over $200 worth of upsells, outsourcing guides, client tracking sheets, and everything you will need to build this to $1 million business. That brings the total value of this package to $691 if you were to buy everything individually, all for the super discounted price of only $27. Look below this video right now, click on the yellow buy button below, and once you click, you'll be taken to our secure checkout page that looks like this. Enter your email here and click this button to complete your purchase. You will be given immediate access to the members area where I have even more surprises waiting for you. Remember, this is a 1-week promotional sale, and once the timer runs out, the price will be going back to $297. If you're watching this after that sale, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pay full price because I need to be fair to the customers who got in early. Just imagine what it will be like to earn an extra $1,000, $10,000, even $100,000 a month. Will you use that cash to pay off some debts or get ahead of your bills? Or maybe take a nice vacation with that money? Will you use this system to earn some side cash? Or maybe use it to springboard a new career earning 6 figures consulting with local business owners? Or are you the type of person that will go all in and turn this into $1 million empire? You now have everything you need to make that dream happen. All it takes is a commitment to get started now. Look below this video now. Click the yellow rectangular button that says Add to Cart and follow the instructions on the next page so you can get started attracting clients now. If you're still watching, I bet you have some questions about the local Compliance Cash Machine. Here are some of the questions that other savvy consultants have asked me in the past. Are there any upsells or OTOs or one-time offers with the Compliance Cash Machine? The Compliance Cash Machine is a complete guide to earning money by adding accessibility features to local business websites. There are no additional purchases needed to achieve all of the results you have seen in this presentation. After purchasing, you will have the option to purchase sales materials and some additional products from me at an extreme discount. However, they will not be necessary to use this system. Will this system work anywhere in the world?